Arsenal versus Newcastle United. I will definitely telling you that this is a live watch along. Just make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you right here. As I definitely know that we are going to be having a talk here and there, seeing who is definitely starting, who's not starting, and how the goal will, how the game will definitely move on. I will be seeing how the game will move on and which team is definitely possibly going to beat the other. Predictions, lineups, all in here. All you need to do is to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on what if we've got to bring to you. As long as it is Arsenal related, we are always the first people to bring to you the latest right about now. So you already know that things have been going on quite well for the club Arsenal, don't you? As it is in the first position, and the first position is something that Arsenal has been looking at, making sure that they can get into the first position for a very long period of time. To remember that for some time now, Arsenal has been trying to make sure they can get into that number one position, but it's been all in vain. But as we talk per now, the coach of Arsenal, Mr. Mikel Arteta, has proved everything that he is the right man for the job, and he's definitely kept Arsenal on top, and that has been a brilliant job of him. So right about now, before we go any further, we will be seeing who is starting. As you already know that the lineups are definitely out, we'll be seeing who is starting, who is on the bench, and I guess we can start with Newcastle and see who is on the lineup for Newcastle. So you can see that Nick Pope is definitely in the goals, and for Newcastle, he's a very wonderful one. He's a good one on there. Then Kieran Tierney, Trippier is Kieran Trippier is in the defense. A very good football player. I think he'll give a bit of headache to Arsenal players. And then there is Carl also in there, very wonderful one. There's Botman in the defense, and Dan Bad also in the defense. The defense is quite a bit complicated in there. I think Arsenal need extra effort to make sure they can penetrate, more especially Dan Ban. When you see Dan Ban and Trippier there, that's a no-nonsense defensive play. And then Botman and Scar, definitely all of them are very good. I must say they are very good. Arsenal must be at 100% to make sure that they beat they beat Newcastle. Then in the midfield contains of Longstaff. Then there is Gomares, who is also a very wonderful football player. There is Willock, who is also a good one. Willock is also a good football player. Then the attacking section of Newcastle United. There is Joe Linton, there is Wilson, and there is also Almiron. All of them are good players. All of them are very wonderful football players. So let us see how this will go with them on the pitch. That's how they have decided to come and play. They are going to be in a 4-3-3 formation. Anyway, let's when you see, let us know what you think. Now that you've seen who Arsenal are going to be playing, you can get into the comment section and let us know what you think. Whether you think it's going to be a win for Arsenal or you think it's going to be a loss for Arsenal. Let us know in the comment section so that we can always have a talk together. Anyway, let's get again into. Let's get into the Arsenal side and we see who is starting and who is definitely at the bench, as the game is just a few minutes away from starting. Let's see. Sorry. So you can see Aaron Ramsdale is in the goals, and that is definitely sorted for Aaron Ramsdale. And you can see in the defense section has William Saliba and Gabriel in it, and they play alongside Ben White and Alexander Zinchenko. That's definitely quite a good defense, and that will give the attacking at Newcastle a bit of hard time. A bit of hard time there. Gabriel is not one that you will definitely pass by. William Saliba, a very wonderful one. Ben White has had a few problems, but I think he's sorted everything. Alexander Zinchenko, very good football player. So let's see. It's a battle of champions, when you look at the table, it's definitely a battle of champions. Then we can see in the midfield that has Thomas Partey and Martin Odegaard. That's definitely a very wonderful run. And Granit Xhaka. Martin Odegaard has been playing very well of recent. Undoubtedly, is one of the best football players that you can ever have. Martin Odegaard has been playing quite well. He's been playing brilliantly. He's been playing very, very well. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sported, as long as it is Arsenal related. Anyway, let's see. We also need to see the fact that in the midfield section, I've said there is Martin Odegaard, there is Thomas Partey, there is Granit Xhaka. That's very good. I think that the midfield section is definitely sorted. And then let's see about the striking. Gabriel Martinelli, a very wonderful one in there, very good football player, and I think he's going to perform quite well. He's definitely going to perform quite well, Gabriel Martinelli. And Bukayo Saka, he's played quite a number of games and he's proved that he is one of the best strikers or attacking midfielders that you can definitely get. He's been on point. He's been playing brilliantly. He's been playing very, very well of recent. And then, last but not least, talking about Edin Ketia. Edin Ketia will be remembered that the absentia of Gabriel Jesus, gives Edin Ketia a big opportunity to show the world that he is one of the best strikers that there is. That definitely means that Edin Ketia is going to showcase what he's got. And when you see the games that he's played for Arsenal before, he's played quite well. He's played brilliantly. He's played very well. Very, very well. He's played absolutely well. And there is nothing much about... There's no way I can start criticizing him. I don't think it would be any fair criticizing him. When he's played for Arsenal, the times he's been given a chance, he's always showed that he's a world-class football player. And the absence of Gabriel Jesus definitely means it's time for him to shine. It's time for him to show the world. It's time for him to impress his coach, his manager, and show him that he is the right man for the job. And don't be surprised if he scores a goal or two, because that's what he's looking for. These young players are always looking for the opportunity to shine, to show the world that they are the best. And that's what they always try to do. Again, you can let us know in the comment section what you think. Give us the predictions, and we can definitely move along. And I can see one Kalawale Amojola saying, Arsenal team 3 points is well needed. Let's go. Okay. And I can see another person over here. I'm just saying Arsenal forever. And then I can see another person over here saying Arsenal is going to win the game with 2-0. That's great. Let's see Odong Hassan saying, are we going to win the Arsenal? We're going to win. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 1. Okay, Newcastle, not Newcastle was Newcastle 1. Anyway, do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. As you already know that we are always dedicated to bring to you the latest right about here. So as you already know that things are definitely going on quite well. Things are going on quite well for Arsenal, and brilliantly. It's just going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be a massive thing. It's going to be a very good thing for Arsenal to have these 3 points if they can. But it's not going to be easy, because when you see the statistics of these two clubs, I think Arsenal has not lost a game in the last 10 games, and Newcastle has not lost a game. Newcastle United has not lost any game in the last 12 games. It's not lost any game. So it's a battle of champions. It's definitely a battle of champions between two great football clubs. So where do you lie? Let us know what you think in the comment section, so that you definitely do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is Arsenal related. We are always the first people to make sure that we bring to you the latest. Okay, I can see again somebody saying we need this win. That's Zile Ahmedino Hatari. Thank you. I think we definitely need this win. Arsenal need this win. And I agree, Arsenal definitely need this one because Man City, we need to see, we need to look at the table and we see how, why we definitely say that Arsenal need this win. When you look at the table, it tells all to you. Arsenal has 43 points and Man City has 36 points. And if Arsenal win this game, that means it will be 10 points away from Manchester City, which is facing a difficult club. Manchester City is going to be facing Chelsea, a struggling Chelsea that is in need of points. And there's a likelihood that Chelsea is going to lose. And that's what Arsenal definitely need. So the gap between the first and the second, which is Arsenal and Manchester City, needs to widen. And this definitely will get so by winning this game. If this game is won and Man City lose, that is a very good thing for Arsenal. However, we also need to look at Newcastle. You can see where Newcastle is in the third position with 34 points. And the reason as to why Newcastle should also lose, you can see Newcastle has 34 points, and if he wins this game, that will mean that it will have 37 points, and Arsenal will definitely remain at at 43 points, and that's not what Arsenal is looking for. Arsenal doesn't want any club to come any near them. That's not what they are definitely looking at. That's not what they are looking for. So make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on what if we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We are always the first people to bring to you the latest right about now. So you can let us know again. You can let us know. Get into the comment section, make your predictions. Tell us whom you think is going to win this game, and you can give us the predictions, and possibly can tell us whom you think is going to be the game winner of this game, and by how many points, by how many, is it going to be a draw, is it going to be a win, or is it going to be a 2-1? Is it going to be 3-1? Let us know in the comment section so that you definitely do not miss out on anything that we've got to bring to you. As you already know, that we are heading into Arsenal versus Newcastle United Watchalong, and it's going to be quite great, with Manchester City being a threat and being in between Newcastle United and Newcastle United. What's between Newcastle United and Arsenal is Manchester City. So definitely that's something that we need to look at. However, a record is going to be broken or could be maintained if a draw goes for both clubs. If that is a draw, both clubs will definitely get a point. But I don't think that's what Arsenal is looking for. Arsenal is not looking for a draw. I think Arsenal is looking for a win in all this. So let us know what you think in the comment section, as we definitely dedicated to bring to you the latest right about now. As you can still, people are still asking me about, the table. You can analyze the table and see why Arsenal definitely needs these 3 points. You can definitely see the big reason as to why Arsenal need these 3 points. That's because they want to extend the lead between Arsenal and not Newcastle, even Newcastle, but mainly they can extend the lead between Arsenal and Newcastle, but mainly the big threat is not Newcastle. The big threat is Manchester City. But Newcastle has also been playing quite well of recent. So we can't take anything for granted. Arsenal cannot take anything for granted. So let's see how this will definitely roll on as we are heading into this. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. Remember, we are always the first people to bring it to you live. So let's see how this will go. As you can see, everything is getting to normal. Everything is getting normal. The game is almost starting. As we are saying, as we're talking, the game is definitely almost starting. Almost. The game is almost starting. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. As long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, we are always the first people to bring to you the latest, as you already know. So, yeah, still, what is your prediction? What is your prediction? Let us know what your prediction is, and I will definitely be bringing to you the latest right about now, as the game is definitely starting, and it's gonna be a very wonderful one. We can go a bit again to the lineups, and you see who is starting for Arsenal and who will be starting for Newcastle United. And you can also check who the substitutes are. So that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. So you can see who is the substitute, the bench, who is the bench, and we can see also Ed House side also. That is definitely great with Nick Pope and Trippier, Fabian, Botman, and Ban, who also are very wonderful football players who will be battling Arsenal. And you can see there is Longstaff, there is Gomares and Willock, who are ready to attack Arsenal. But I don't think Arsenal will be ready for that. Not be ready for that. And there is Almiron, there's Wilson, and Joe Linton, who are in the attacking section, are ready to attack Arsenal. But Arsenal is also sorted with William Saliba and Gabriel plus Alexander Zinchenko and Ben White to make sure they can stop these football players. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We definitely dedicated to bring to you, as the game is definitely officially starting, and you have seen the substitutes, you have seen everything. So let's get into this. So we can see the young lad Bukayo Saka here trying to make sure that everything goes on quite well for him. And Newcastle saying they definitely need this win, and Arsenal also saying they're not ready to lose. And the mere fact that all these clubs, the two clubs definitely are looking forward to make sure they can get a win in here. They want to make sure they can get a win on here, because when you see how these clubs have been playing before, all of them have been playing brilliantly, I must say. Undoubtedly, all these clubs have been playing brilliantly. They've been playing quite well. So let's see who will lose and who will win. Of course, the better team will win, and we'll see how we will go. So we can have the chat in the comment section, and let us know what you think in the comment section so that we do not lose out. Let me see. Still in the comment section, I'm seeing Kenny. Thank you, Kenny, for being part of the podcast. The watch along. Then I can see somebody, Bill Gates, saying a must win for the Gunners. Thank you. Then we can see Kenny Rogers also. Kenny Rogers saying Arsenal win tonight. Okay. Let's see how this will go, as the game is definitely starting, and the game has definitely started. So let's see how this is going to roll. Okay, I can see as Arsenal being Newcastle have started in high gear, but Aaron Ramsdale decides to condense them. So let's see again how we will go in the defense section. Yeah, not doing bad as it is. It's just a few minutes in the game, and still Arsenal do not have any goal just as yet, and Newcastle United do not have any goal just as yet. So let's see how we will go. But I think Newcastle is a very good team. It must not be underestimated. I think they should be played with a lot of care. Make sure if Arsenal want a point of Newcastle United, I think they should make sure they play very well, absolutely well. because as it stands per now, this is a free kick for Arsenal. Still 0-0, not for Arsenal, for Newcastle. So let's see how this free kick rolls. And I think it's Trippier who is trying. Trippier is a very dangerous football player, always, when it comes to free kicks. Let's see how this goes in. It was a bit far, so he didn't have the chance to take it in. So let's see how all this will go. But the assistant referee saying possibly that is a foul over there. Did he say it's a foul? You see Eddie Howe here trying to make ends meet. Please make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on what we've got to bring to you, as the game is definitely on. As the game is definitely on. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that you definitely do not miss out on what we've got to bring to you. So Arsenal attacking. There is a goal possibility over here. There could be a goal here, but it's a clearance instead by Newcastle, but still in hot soup. Newcastle is still in hot soup. Oh, Martin Odegaard tries his level best, but results into nothing really. Okay, thank you for being part of this, and make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. Still 0-0. Arsenal trying their level best to make sure they can get a goal over here. Bukayo Saka strikes, but it's a save from Nick Pope. Go on. Again, let's see how this will go. Do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever.
That has become a feature since Arteta was installed. And already.
Okay. I can say Bill Gates saying 2-0. Okay. That's no win tonight. A few comments coming in right here. Okay, so what do you think? Let us know what you think in the comment section, as we're definitely dedicated to bring to the latest right here. So we can see here Bukayo Saka trying to maneuver, making sure that he can get a goal over here, and it was a very big miss from Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka missed a goal opportunity. That was a goal scoring opportunity. I don't think the manager Mikel Arteta is happy with him at that moment in time. So let's keep it on. Let's keep it on. Let's see how this will definitely go. As Arrival's bound now as it stands. The Arsenal have 0 and Newcastle United have 0. It's 0-0 for both sides. So Arsenal still with the ball, and they have always tried to make sure they can win a few games. In this season, they have tried their level best to make sure they can win a few games. So let's see how this will definitely roll. Let's see how this will roll. Looks like Bruno Guimaraes has been fouled. That could be a card for Granit Xhaka, but there's no reason as why Granit Xhaka should be playing like this in the early beginning of the game. Shouldn't be like that at the early beginning of the game, no? Early stages of the game, nobody should get a card. It's a free kick for Newcastle United. With Nick Pope trying his level best to make sure he can save his club, but I think Arsenal playing way too good. I think Arsenal playing very well. As it stands per now, Arsenal definitely playing quite well. So I don't think they have got. I don't think they've got a chance. Arsenal playing quite well. Arsenal definitely playing very well. I don't think Newcastle United have a chance as it stands per now. But loads of fouls on here. It's going to be a very tough one. You can tell that's going to be a very tough game. You can tell there's going to be a very tough game. Very tough game. Let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on what we've got to bring to you. Still 0-0. Nobody has seen the net of the other. No one has seen the net of the other as it stands per now. Let's see how this all goes. Okay, let's see how this will definitely go. The flag is up for Newcastle, I think. Anyway, as it stands per now, still in the early stages, and nothing should be concluded as it is per now. Nothing should be concluded as it is per now. But I think everything is still going on quite well for both clubs. As it stands per now, both clubs trying to make sure they can get it's attacking football for both sides. All of the clubs are trying to make sure they can get a goal. Who could be? I think. Oh, this was a missed opportunity. So as it stands per now, Arsenal have 44 points. As it is per now, still on 0-0. Arsenal have 44 points, and Newcastle United have 35 points. I think it's a corner kick for Arsenal. Will it result into anything? Let's see. Could be a corner kick for Arsenal. Oh, that was a good pass by Bukayo Saka. Let's see. Is it a corner kick or it isn't? Well, I think it is, but there's a possibility that it is. Let's see what could have been on the line, you know. Is it a corner kick or it isn't? Or it's not. It's a goal kick for Newcastle United. They tune Ame. Thank you for being part of this. Just make your point, subscribe, ring that notification bell. You know, we can always have a chat here. As we are in the transfers also, can always talk about transfers. Everything that you need to know, you always get it right here. Newcastle are in attack. As it stands per now, Brighton has 1 goal and Everton has nothing. It's 0 for Everton and 1 goal for Brighton. As it stands per now. But that's not why we're here. Mainly it's because of Arsenal and Newcastle. It's 0-0. 0 for Arsenal, 0 for Newcastle United. It's a few games played, and the game is definitely very tight for both clubs. Trippier taking the corner kick. Let's see how this goes. It's a header from Shaka and results into nothing. And again, I think the game between Manchester United and Bournemouth has definitely also started, but we mainly focuses. We can always tell you what is happening in other games also right here. If anyone scores or something, we can give you the highlights in other games, but mainly I say watch along for Arsenal. So let's see. It was a long ball for Gabriel Martinelli. Didn't manage to secure it. "18 minutes played in the game and it's still 0-0. 0 for both sides. 18 minutes played in the game, still 0-0. Let us know what you think in the comment section so you don't miss out on what we've got to bring to you. As it stands per now, again, Leicester City now is playing Fulham, and I don't think it's great for Leicester City as Mitrovic has scored, actually. Mitrovic has scored for Fulham. Mitrovic is a very good football player. Arsenal are still trying to make sure they can get a goal over here, but Newcastle are also in control. And Newcastle also definitely in control. Wow. Okay, it's a throw in for Newcastle, and Trippier has the ball as we talk, and he's going to get the throw in, try and tell them, make sure you go as far as you can. I'll get the ball to you. Trippier, he's a very dangerous football player when it comes to set pieces. He's a very good one, Kieran Trippier. So Arsenal have the ball as we talk, and Bukayo Saka is the one who's holding the ball. 19 minutes in the game. Let's see how this goes. And Bukayo Saka still 0-0, with both clubs saying they need a point of the other. Actually, not a point, points. With both clubs saying they need a point of the other. So let's see how this will definitely go. Nick Pope secures the ball, and Arsenal have been playing quite well. You can see in the last 10 games, Arsenal has not lost. Actually, what makes the difference between these two teams is what makes the difference between Newcastle and Arsenal is mainly the draws they have made, but otherwise, both clubs have been playing quite well. So it could be a battle of champions. I would say it would end in a draw because all teams are really playing well. And actually, I would go for a draw for these teams, but because when you see how all the teams are playing and how they have been playing, definitely, you can balance in between there and say it might be a draw. It might be a draw for both clubs because they have all been on form for a very long time. I think Trippier could be down. Ben White falls Trippier, I think. Let us know what you think in the comment section, as you definitely know that things are definitely going on quite well for Arsenal. Arsenal face Newcastle. Still 0-0. Newcastle are trying to make sure they can press as much as they can, but still Arsenal saying no. Yeah, which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country watching from? Just make your and subscribe, ring that notification bell. So you do not miss out on what we've got to bring, as long as it is sport and as long as it is Arsenal related. Yeah, Arsenal are trying to make sure they can get things go on quite well for them, but still Newcastle also making sure that this doesn't go on quite well for Arsenal. Still 24 minutes played in the game, and there isn't any goals scored on both sides. That's difficult to bring to you. And you also need to have a look at the table and how it is standing as per now. And as we talk per now, Arsenal trying to make sure they can get to goal, trying to place as much as they can, trying to make sure they can get to goal here, but nothing is coming quite well as it is per now. But all is still well for both of them, as every club is saying possibly they will have a goal soon, with all the clubs saying possibly they'll have a goal soon. So let's see how the table is. How's the table standing as it is per now? So you can see that Arsenal are in the first position with 44 points in 17 games played, and Manchester City in the second position with 36 points in 16 games played, and Newcastle 18 games played. And that means Arsenal has a game in hand with 35 points. Then Manchester United 33 points, as it is per now, as it stands per now. So that is quite great. That is definitely quite great. Fulham 1-0, Brighton 1-0. You can see how definitely it is going. Anyway, that's how it is standing as per now. That's how the table is as per now, as we talk now. It's a free kick for Newcastle United, and they are trying to play attacking football. I think what is definitely needed as right now, what is definitely needed is a counter attack, because Arsenal are trying to make sure they can attack as much as they can, and also Newcastle are trying to attack. So whichever club gets it right from the behind section, from the defense, Because if a club is playing, if a team is playing attacking football, there's no way you'll beat such a club if you do not make a few counter attacks, because all of them always get off the defense and they go attacking, and that's what all clubs are playing here. That's what I'm seeing of both clubs. All the clubs are attacking, and Newcastle United is attacking, and Arsenal is attacking. So, whichever club that will make will have whichever club will have attacking will make a few counter attacks could possibly win this, because all clubs, there's no club that is fearing each other. Arsenal is saying, Newcastle, you're the weaker team, and Newcastle is saying, I think I've got some questions for you. Note. So, William Saliba could have been injured here. There is a prospect that William Saliba has been injured by Wilson. So let's see. I think it's a free kick, and Wilson has a yellow card. Yeah, Wilson has got himself a yellow card in the 28th minute of the game. William Saliba stands still, saying, I'm going nowhere. I must say there is no club that is weaker here. No. You can't say this club is weaker than the other. No. Because all of them are attacking as much as they can. Once they get the ball, straight to attacking. No time to waste in the defense section. I think, yeah, there is a foul over here. But still in Arsenal's half, although it's Arsenal's ball. Edin Ketia has been fouled. All clubs are attacking, I must say, attacking football to its best. That's what we are seeing over here. "30 minutes played and 15 minutes to end the first half, and we've not seen any goal from both sides. So, still 0-0. Still 0-0. 0-0. Okay, still 0-0. Nothing has resulted into this just as yet. Let us know what you think in the comment section, as we definitely dedicated to bring to the latest ice attacking midfield, attacking football for both teams, as Newcastle United is trying to attack over here and Arsenal is trying to attack. Let's see. Granit Xhaka passes the ball, and it definitely is quite great here. Let's see how it will go. Arsenal trying to make sure they can have a goal over here, and I think Martin Odegaard is definitely down. He's been fouled, and I think Martin Odegaard has been fouled, and I think this is a free kick for Arsenal. Let's see how this definitely goes. Will the free kick be granted, or it won't be? Martin Odegaard didn't stay for long down. Still 0-0 with 4 minutes played in the game. So let's see how this definitely goes. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Will this result into a goal, or it's going to be a... Okay, Martin Odegaard. Set piece is all left for him. Set piece is all for him. He takes the free kick. Oh, that was close. That was close from Gabriel. Gabriel almost scored, but he really almost scored, but it was directed outside. The header didn't go in. So, which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country are you watching from? Make your point, subscribe, bring down notification bell, so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. Okay. Now the game is getting to normal, as now the team that gets the ball tries to handle the ball for a longer period of time and trying to make a few decisions to make sure they can score, but still Newcastle is saying no to Arsenal, and Arsenal is saying I've got a few questions here. It was a blind cross. That was definitely a blind cross. Arsenal would have been hot soup right about now. And Aaron Ramsdale saves the game. There's a potential foul over here. Let's see how Arsenal will start this, because it's their free kick. A few minutes to the end of the first half, as we have already played We've already witnessed 38 minutes played in this game, and it's still 0-0. 0-4 Arsenal and 0-4 Newcastle United. As I predicted that this game could be ending in a nil, because all clubs seem to tell the other, what you can do, I can do better. Or what you can do, I can also do it. Aaron Ramsdale looking not to be happy. Wants a goal and pushes the game. Pushes the ball to the half of Newcastle United. Says he doesn't want the ball. As it stands for now, Manchester United has scored 1 and Bournemouth hasn't scored any goal as yet. But again, we're here in the game, as we say, Arsenal are definitely playing Newcastle and still 0-0. Okay. Came out that Arsenal's playing quite well, but Manchester United is also having a good day, I think, with beating Bournemouth 1-0. It was a goal from Casemiro. Referee has a yellow card here. Let's see who is getting the yellow card. Looks like Martin Odegaard is having this yellow card. That's not good for us, no, is it? Oh. Okay. Martin Odegaard. 41 minutes played in the game, still 0-0. It's a free kick for Newcastle, and the results into nothing. Newcastle trying to say that they can have a penalty. There's a potential penalty for Newcastle. Let's see, but Wilson is trying to tell the referee that that was a penalty. Let me see. I think Gabriel just slid on him. I don't think that was intentional. No, there is no penalty. According to me, I don't think there is any penalty here. According to me, let's see what the referee says. But I don't see, there is no chance of even a penalty, because no chance of a penalty. I don't think so. VAR decision says no penalty. I thought there was no chance of getting a penalty there. No chance. No chance at all. No chance at all. It's a very rough game, I must say. Very rough game. And as we talk, Granit Xhaka's got a yellow card. Very rough game. Very rough game. Arsenal must be very careful, because if they get these yellow cards, they won't be playing to their maximum, because they've got yellow cards. They'll be in fear of getting red cards. They should play quite well. This is a game that could end with a red card, you know. There might be a red card in this game by the look of things, because when you see how both teams are playing, all of them are aggressive. So, it's a free kick for Newcastle United. Let us see how this will end up. Everybody who's watching, thank you for being part. Just what you're doing is great, and I must say thank you to you. So let us see Trippier having this free kick. A few minutes to the end of the first half. Okay, Arsenal are trying to counter-attack here, but could be. Yeah, he's got it. Still tight, still tight. Arsenal trying to attack. Arsenal are trying to attack, trying as much as they can to attack, but it's resulting into nothing just as yet. Let's see how it will definitely go. Just all you need to do is to subscribe, ring that notification bell. You do not miss out on what we've got to bring to you. And Arsenal are trying to make sure they can attack as much as they can, but nothing positive is coming out just as yet. And the assistant referee says it's an offside, and Arsenal have the ball right now. I think because all this game, what I'm realizing about this, all the teams are playing just the same. Even the formations they are playing is 4-3-3 for both of them. I think one of them has to change an order to get a goal or to get the 3 points. Otherwise, they will have shared points. It will be a draw. As it stands, when the game was just beginning, I told you it could be a draw, most likely, and still a draw. There must be something that should be done by one of the clubs to make sure they can score. "45 minutes played in this game, and still we can't see anything. No goal. In 45 minutes that have been played, there isn't any goal. As you already know, we'll be going into halftime analysis. Just 2 minutes that have been added in the first half. And the first minute is almost done. So let's see. So what do you think? Let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. As you already know that things have definitely been going on quite well for the club. Arsenal and Newcastle United, both of the teams definitely are still 0-0, still 0-0, still 0-0. Let us know what you think. Do you think it's a good one, or as you already know that the first half is definitely getting to a conclusion. As Arsenal is definitely playing a Newcastle United. So it's a corner kick. Is a corner kickoff? Yeah. For Newcastle United before the end of the first half. Let's see. Results into nothing, and Arsenal definitely safe, and we're waiting for the final whistle of the first half, as it is going to be ending 0-0. So I can confirm to you that the first half is definitely done. The first half is done, and let's see. Okay, the first half is definitely done, and we are heading into halftime analysis, and we see who's having a problem where, and who is playing very well, who should be substituted, things like that. We're all going to be bringing this to you right here. So let us know what you think in the comment section about the Newcastle United game and the Arsenal game. Is Arsenal playing Newcastle United? Make your point, subscribe, bring down notification bell so you do not miss out on what we've got to bring to, as long as it is posted and as long as it is Arsenal related. We are always the first people to bring to you the latest. So you already know that it's been a tight game. It's been a very, very tight game between between the two clubs, as Arsenal have tried to make sure they can attack, but what I've realized, all of them are playing the same sort of football, and that definitely results into nothing. If all the clubs are just playing just equally as the same, that means that that is going to end up in a draw. And I don't think Arsenal is looking at a draw. So when you see Martin Odegaard in the goals, that's definitely fine. Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel, and Alexander Zinchenko in the defense section, that's sorted. And Arsenal are playing a 4-3-3 formation, and Newcastle also playing a 4-3-3 formation, and that is definitely the biggest reason as to why there isn't any goal that is being scored in there, because all of these teams are strong. All of them are strong teams. In the last 10 games, Arsenal hasn't lost any, and in the last 12 games, Newcastle hasn't lost any. And I can see still somebody in the comment section, somebody saying at it out forever and saying, if Nketiah is the answer for Jesus' injury, God help us. So that's a bit funny, but and I can say, Paul saying Newcastle United, Newcastle are a dirty team anyway. Let me say again, Stuart saying a win for Arsenal. Ashbar saying Arsenal win. Okay, let's dig deep into this, and we need to dig deep into this. As you already know, that it's halftime, and still it is 0-0. And what does this definitely mean? You can see that the mere fact that all of them are playing just the same, all of them are definitely playing a 4-3-3. That is something a bit challenging for both of them, because all of them are very good football players. All of them are nice players that have been playing quite well. Last 10 games, Arsenal hasn't lost any game. Last 12 games, Newcastle United hasn't lost any game. But Arsenal definitely need this win to make sure they can extend their lead from Manchester City. As Manchester City last time, when you played, it drew, and that was a big advantage for Arsenal. And the next club that Manchester City is going to be playing is going to be a complicated one, and that's Chelsea. And that definitely means that there is a possibility of Manchester City losing or even drawing. But Arsenal can't take that lightly, because it's playing a bigger team. It's playing a big team. There are chances of it drawing. I must do a spot and make sure that it wins this game. But Newcastle is not a club that you'll just walk over, that you just go and say, oh, it's just going to be quite easy for them. And you can see Arsenal being in the first position with 44 points, and Newcastle being in the third position with 36 points. That says quite a lot. 35 points for Newcastle and 44 points for Arsenal. 18 games played for Newcastle, and 17 games played for Arsenal. So it could be a bit challenging over there for both of them. I think if Newcastle win, that makes them have 37 points, and it goes in the second position. And it's a potential threat. It needs to be there. That's why Arsenal definitely need to win this. And as it stands per now, as you're seeing that Manchester is still 0-0. No, Manchester is 1-0. Manchester has scored one goal, and that was from a Brazilian superstar who plays for Manchester United. It's a very wonderful one. And Fulham, Mitrovic has also scored. Brighton has scored, it's 1-0 for Brighton. So that's how everything else is going on there. But I think Arsenal are definitely playing very well, but something has to change in the second half. If a club is playing a 4-3-3 a formation, and you're also playing 4-3-3 formation, definitely there must be something that has to be done. There is something that definitely has to be done. A mode of play must change. A mode of play definitely must change, and we definitely think it could be a better thing if the mode of play changes, and we will be seeing better football because all the sides, all of them are playing. Uh, it's not okay. All of them are playing attacking football. Arsenal wanting to score, and also not only does Arsenal want to score, but Newcastle also is wanting to score, and all of them are just caught up in between there, leaving no one. So one of them has to get out of the mode of play that they are playing, leave the formation that they are playing, and possibly will be able to penetrate. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We always bring to you the latest right here. So we could see things getting better in the second half. Let's wait for the second half, and possibly we could be seeing things definitely getting much better in the second half. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. It's definitely still nil-nil. It's definitely still nil-nil as we're heading into the second half of this game. I just make your point, subscribe, bring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to, as long as it is Arsenal related. It's Newcastle United nil and Arsenal nil. It's the second half that is definitely here. Make your point, subscribe, bring that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. Straight, alive, loud and clear, right here. And as you already know, this is a very crucial game for both clubs. Both clubs need a win, and the best club will definitely be getting a win. As Arsenal have come out of this saying that they want the game, they definitely want the 3 games, the 3 points, and also Newcastle coming out saying they want the three. Notification bell, so you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. So let's see how this will definitely go. Let's see how this will go. But as it stands per now, as I told you in the first half, this is a game that needs quite more that needs to be done. As fouls are just getting too many. There are too many fouls in the game. Too many fouls. Loads of fouls, and we could be seeing a red card at any point here because it's a very massacre game, and also a game that all teams are looking at. All teams just want to make sure they can have the 3 points. Arsenal saying there is no way they are losing out on this, uh, and also we can see Newcastle saying that they are definitely having the 3 points. Let's see how this will end. Let's see how this will definitely end, as it is a free kick and Trippier is in it. So let's see how this will definitely end. It is still nil-nil. Free kick results into nothing really. Sorry. A free kick results into nothing, but the game's still on. Newcastle trying to make an early attack on Arsenal, but the defense of Arsenal that has William Saliba in it is a sorted one. Okay. Newcastle in a dangerous position, attacking us not so badly as the second half has begun. Newcastle trying to prove a point. Still 0-0. Still is a long way to go for both teams, as both teams are interested in scoring just at least one goal so that they can get the 3 points. But still, nothing has changed just as yet. I must say, it's not going on quite well for both teams. Arsenal wanting to score and Newcastle wanting to score, resulting into nothing. And on the other side, Everton is being battered by Brighton. It's 3-0. But right here, everything is going on as planned. Just one goal is needed by just one team to make the difference of 3 points. It is still 0-0. It is 0-0 for Arsenal and 0 for Newcastle United. 1 for Manchester United and 0 for Bournemouth. Fulham has 1, whereas Leicester City has 0. Real Madrid 0. Barcelona 0. Still, Arsenal have not scored just as yet.
Front of the line, and he badly indicating that he told him twice. While his caution. Newcastle player looked in quick succession before for the night.
And it's a free kick for Arsenal.
Second is swinging in, but he's not pulling going on in there. He's skillful. Zinchenko on his weaker right foot. Yeah, and will turn the guard. And that's easy for Pope. Just making the point to the referee on his way past that he was pulled over. He's finding rhythm again.
60 minutes played in the game and still 0-0. Should be a check for a penalty for Arsenal here. Let's see. "60 minutes played in the game and all we've got is 0-0 as it stands for now. 64 minutes played in the game, and it is still a 0 for Arsenal and 0 for Newcastle United. While we was coming in, Manchester United has just scored the second goal. Bournemouth has 0, and Manchester United has 2 goals. But still, Arsenal has 0 goals, and Newcastle United has 0. And I think that was from Luke Shaw. I see it's a corner kick for Arsenal. It's an attack from Newcastle, set up by Arsenal. 66 minutes played in the game. 0 Arsenal and 0 for Newcastle United. As I said, most likely could be ending up in a draw. I'm now changing my words because I'm not seeing any promising team. Arsenal are playing the best, and Newcastle. Okay, they played well out of them, but something needs to change. Okay, so Newcastle has brought in a few players now, a few substitutes. I think Wilson is gating out. "68 minutes played in the game. There's double substitutions for Newcastle United. Matthews in and Almiron is out. Free kick for Newcastle here. Heading to 70 minutes played in the game, but still we can't find a a goal that can separate the two sides. "70 minutes played in this game, and still we can say it's 0-0. What's happening?" Okay. Around it's actually less than 20 minutes left. Less than 20 minutes left. And still 0-0. Could be shared points here. Granit Xhaka in attack, but Gabriel Martinelli wins himself corner kick. William Saliba comes, who wants to score a goal here. Okay, come on, William Saliba. Let's see what you are going to bring to the table. Let's see. Bukayo Saka is definitely down. Joe Linton had something on him, I think, but he's up. Timiyasu ready to come on. Still 0-0. It's a corner kick for Arsenal. Still 0-0 with all clubs trying to attack, but nothing results into anything really. Let's see how this will definitely go, but still 0-0. The game is almost done, and still I can confirm to that it's still 0-0 for both sides. As Alan said, batsman enters the game. 90 minutes played in the game and still 0-0. As Newcastle fans are very happy about this performance. Tight game over here. Okay, thank you for being part of this and make your point, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you as long as it is sports. Saying there is a possible penalty over here. Let's see how it goes. There is a bit of feud between Eddie Howe and Mikel Arteta. So let's see how this will definitely go on. But do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell as it is full time at 0-0.